What is up, you beautiful bitches? And I mean that as a term of endearment, because if a gay man calls you a bitch, girl, you do something right. How's everybody doing today? I am Ty. This is the handsome, the beautiful, the talented Mr. Ripley. I'm just kidding. It's Scott. How you doing today, Scott? How you feeling?
It's just, you're so sweet whenever you introduce me. You know that? I might have to start just
So
mixing
sweet
it
and
up.
rot your teeth.
Yeah. No, seriously, I just love how you just give me like a nice compliment to start the show. Just brings in good energy, and I love it.
I have to, girl. I have to bring you up.
And you know,
Well, not like you need to be brought up, but like, you know, compliments go a long way. And you are one of my besties, and I love you to death.
Oh.
And you're so handsome. Look at that face.
Ooh, girl, you stop. You make me blush. Ty's just being really sweet because we were talking before this, and it was just another crappy week for me because personally, like, my mom's birthday is this week, and you guys don't know I lost my mom a couple years ago, and so it was just one of those I wanted to be by myself the whole week kind of things. And I know you guys don't care, but like, random story. Also, an old neighbor of mine who had ALS passed away, and I accidentally caught them pulling him out of the apartment. So that was kind of weird and morbid.
Yeah.
So this has been a really interesting week, but I'm here starting my weekend off with one of my besties.
Also, rest in peace to the neighbor, sir. May you rest easy.
So, interesting week, but we're here.
We're here. We're going to try to liven your mood up a little bit, and we love you, and we love your mom. May she also rest in peace, because she's a beautiful angel.
Thank you.
Love you so much.
I love you too. Okay, so let's just start off with some freaking.
What you got for me? Hit me with your best shot.
Far away.
Away.
There weren't any shots last night, and I think last night was probably one of the most boring fights I've ever seen.
Ugh, child. The thing that made me so mad, do you feel like it was rigged? Do you think it was scripted for Jake to win?
Yes, just because of like they need it for business, and okay. Yes, because they need it for business, and at the same time, maybe no, because that's hard for Mike to win as a 58-year-old man trying to box a 27-year-old.
I mean, I'm going to agree to disagree. I do think Mike is, he's obviously a lot older than Jake. He's probably tired. But did you see his videos, like of him sparring leading up to this fight?
I didn't.
You have to. They're all over. Like, they're circulating the internet right now, especially because after he lost, everyone's like, where was these moves at when you were fighting? And there, he was like biting his glove. People were saying that he was like trying to hold himself together, because the videos that I saw of him sparring with his coach, I'm like, oh, he's gonna whoop this kid's ass. Like, he still moves, he still punches hard. Like, he's got it. And he held all those back.
Okay, but what is the difference between sparring and warming up and practicing as opposed to actually being in the ring? Because someone could hit 30 shots in a row at the 3-point line and then go 0 for 10 during an actual game.
That's true, but I think what I was trying to say is, like, he didn't throw any punches.
Right.
Like, none. I mean, he threw a couple, but like all those moves that he was practicing, he didn't throw any of that shit. He wasn't dodging and weaving.
Yeah, like he wasn't as aggressive as maybe people thought he would be.
There was a clip that I saw where like he ducked, and you could see he wanted to do like an uppercut, but like just stopped. Like, he pulled it back, and I was like, why'd you do that? That was an open shot. Like, that would have been a KO right there.
See, this is the problem I have with fighting. And I guess maybe I never got into it when I was younger because I think fighting is just dumb. But it's just entertainment. Like,
it's like wrestling.
Afterwards, Jake Paul was like,
oh,
I
WWE.
love you, man. Like, he's such a good family man. He's always been there for me. Like, he's a legend. And I get giving respect. But I want them to not like each other.
Yeah, I want them to have beef for like 6 months before and 6 months after.
They're talking all this shit like, I'm gonna beat him up, like this and that.
You
like,
literally
let's take
slapped him the day before.
Yeah.
Like, where was that energy?
Where is this there doesn't seem to be like real actual tension. It's just like you're building up because you don't want to lose a fight. Like, I really want him just to be like, I don't fucking like this dude. He's ruining the sport for me. He's ruining the things for how boxing used to be. Everything's just different. Like, I thought he was coming in with that. Like, I'm the old man. I'm the OG. I'm this, and
I paved his way for you.
Yes, and it didn't seem like that. It was just like, good job, young buck. Okay,
my
cool.
Girl, I want to know how much Mike Tyson got paid for that fight. I'm very curious to know. Do you know?
I don't.
Have they announced it? I bet you it's a lot.
Well, what does like Mayweather and stuff like that?
I mean, Mayweather. I think Mayweather's last fight, he got like $40 million or something for But Netflix got that money. They got that deep pockets. And there was a lot of people that streamed it. So many people that streamed it that my fucking service, it was fucking buffering the whole time.
It was blurry at some point.
I was so mad. I was like, okay, Netflix, get it together. If you guys want to host a fucking event like this, you got to have that shit like up and running.
Would you be okay if you were Mike Tyson taking a lot of money and losing? Or would you have any sort of pride?
I think my dignity would kind of get in the way. I mean, it depends on the amount. It depends on that check. Like, are we talking like 20 mil? I'm like, bitch, maybe.
Do you think you could be okay with just saying, I got my ass whooped. I'm okay with that the rest of my life by Jake Paul, but I made all this money.
Yeah, because I think so.
With all of social media, you'd be okay with people still making fun of you and giving you crap.
Actually, I retract that because Mike Tyson is kind of everywhere right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was to lead into this fight. Who knows what's going to come after this fight? He might get some endorsement deals or whatever. But he's going to make money regardless. So maybe not. But I don't know if he's going to make that kind of like Netflix boxing money.
Right, yeah.
So at some point you have to throw your dignity and your pride in there and be like, I can't throw this fight because like that's a slap in the face to the sport. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But also it's like you got to think about yourself and be like, that's a lot of money.
I think the best part...
So I'm like torn. A little torn.
A little torn between... Yeah. I don't know if I could deal with... I don't think there's enough money for me to feel like I could throw a match.
Like disrespect yourself.
Yeah. I think I have
Gotcha.
too much pride in competition. I really hate losing. I really tone it down to all my friends how much I hate losing. People say, like, oh, I know you hate it. I was like, well, you really don't because I hold it back. I come home. I never, ever get over a loss.
Yeah.
Never. And people are like, oh, well, you beat him this time. Like, I don't care. That doesn't matter to me. That never
True.
breaks even.
You like what you see on the court is me holding it all in. As soon as I
Yeah.
get home, bitch, I'm Regina George in the book. The burn bug. She's throwing everything up and throwing shit. Fuck that!
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Okay. This is the best thing that's going to happen to women and sports, and that is a shout out to Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay, Whoopi.
Because, girl, she's coming out with an all-woman sports network. Here for it. Here for it. Here for it. Here for it.
What's it gonna be called?
I don't know.
Whoopi's Girls.
Ooh.
Whoopi, you hear that? You better send me, put it in contract. Send me, I'll sign it.
Whoop these girls. Ooh, I like
Whoop
that.
these. Can you imagine if it's like a boxing sport, like whoop these girls?
Ooh.
As like whoopies.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Remember that.
You remember that, guys? Right here. Whoop these girls.
What's
I
it,
like
the
that.
15th?
Hit her!
Hit that bitch. Those girls were throwing them last night too.
I didn't watch any of the girls' fights before.
I watched a couple. For some reason, it's really hard for me to watch women's like UFC boxing, UFC and boxing. I get it, like that's what they love to do, but like for me personally, I can't. It's so hard for me to watch. That's somebody's daughter? You just getting beat up.
I was gonna say, is that more just like a personal level of like the respect that women don't get?
Exactly. And I'm just like, damn, she is like gushing blood from her eye. I feel like I can't watch this. I feel bad for watching this.
Yeah.
But I mean, good for them because bitch, I won't get in that ring. I get in that ring for like $5 million for one round.
One round for
If you could last one round.
Well, I last a lot of rounds, but
you heard it here first. But I think that's really cool. Is it gonna be all sports?
yeah, it's all women's, all sports and things like that. So just like women's network.
So is she like collaborate with collabing? Did I say
Collaborating.
I've had a couple of drinks.
I don't know.
Is she with like the WNBA and stuff, or like how's that gonna work?
I don't know. I was watching the interview and I was just kind of skimming through a bunch of it, and she said that she was wanting to do this for the last 11 years and just hasn't found someone who's willing to put that investment in towards it.
I'm sure it's a
now.
lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Like she ain't got it. Like why are you asking other people for money when you know you have it?
Yeah.
That's like when Oprah and The Rock were asking for money for fucking Hawaii victims. Like y'all could easily just write a check and be like, that's nothing to you.
Maybe she needs to just get like the connections. That'd be my guess.
She probably has to get the connections and like the right people and like the network that's gonna do it with them. Because there's like, I'm interested to see how this goes.
Me too.
Actually.
Well, do you think women's hockey and women's baseball will pick up? because now there is a women's hockey league that I saw.
Okay.
And in 2026, there's going to be a women's baseball league.
Oh, I love that. Is it like going to be actual baseball or like soft,
Yeah.
like underhand baseball?
No, it's actual baseball. It's 6 teams for women's hockey and baseball.
So starting small.
Just obviously start small. And when
Yeah.
I was reading things about the women's baseball league, they saw how much engagement and like excitement there was in like the women's baseball classic, like women's like international game or something like that. There was something along those lines that they saw with like Japan and things like that. And so then now they're going to bring it to the States. And I guess like a huge woman pitcher in Japan is going to be like the name or like a big face coming into the sport.
Okay.
So they seem to have like some cool groundwork into it. So I'm excited. I think.
Do you know where these teams are going to be like located? I'm assuming like the major cities.
Northeast, if I believe. So somewhere around there. Nothing on the west
Oh,
coast.
nothing on the
so
west.
Like,
Yeah.
somewhere around there, around the northeast side. But which is interesting. So that means I'm guessing like Boston or like Chicago.
I feel like Oklahoma would have a good spot for them because Oklahoma is like a really good like softball state. Maybe they would bring a team there.
It's interesting to me that they're doing like just a women's baseball league as opposed to just women's softball.
I know, right? That's very interesting. I guess it's all the same. You just have to find the pitcher, one that will throw overhand instead of underhand.
I wonder if it's also going to be like the same amount of like distance from mound to
and the
plate
ball
and the ball and everything, like just the same thing. Because in
it has to be
a
a ball like the regular size baseball, right?
Yeah, I would
because you
imagine
can't if it's a big one, it's just considered softball.
I want to know, is it going to be the same like distance from home to first, and like the field is all going to be pretty much as big as a regular baseball field? That's interesting to me.
I feel like they might shorten that field, just like they do for softball.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because baseball fields that's like 500 feet to hit a home run.
Yeah, and it's far.
And nothing against like the women softball players, but I think their field is way shorter than that.
Yeah,
it's very short, but good for them. I'm glad that women's sports are evolving and like new shit's coming up and people are getting more into it. And like this is such a good thing. We love women's sports. Speaking of, I'm going to see USC like Notre Dame next week, I think. So,
oh, Juju?
Yeah, well, I've seen her before. She's so fucking good.
When USC scored 130 to like 30, did you see that? That was wild. That's a crazy basketball game to score that many points, like in a college professional league.
Yeah.
And the fact that your starters are probably sitting out most of the game, so that means your bench is just like
your
rocking.
bench is like, you know what? This is my time to shine, baby. Let me get that scholarship.
Oh,
Let me stay on scholarship, baby.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited. It should be fun. I think let you know about tickets.
Yeah,
you should go.
I definitely want to go.
That'd be a lot of fun.
I'd love to.
Okay, bitch, because Brandon got USC season tickets.
That's random.
Very random.
Just to go and like watch women's basketball games?
I think so, yeah. I'm like, you have to either sell those tickets or like we have to go to all the games.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just losing money.
Yeah. I mean, it's good though because Juju's actually really fucking cool to watch. She's
so
a baller.
Good. When I saw her last year, I was like, oh, she is a baller. And I've seen her like working out in the off season. Like she's putting in work. Mm-hmm. So you think she'll stick around this year and next year, or do you think she'll go pro next year?
I kind of hope she goes pro after this year.
I don't know. I feel like she's making a lot of money right now with her NIL deals in college. Maybe she might not make it to the WNBA.
That's crazy to me that you could stay like one more year in college and make more money that way than being in the pro best league for women and not make as much.
But she's already got a deal with Nike, so that's money in the bank right there.
Yeah.
But Caitlin Clark's $28 million deal with Nike is insane.
Just wild.
Wild girl. She's out there golfing.
I know.
Living her best life. I'm like, Kaylee, that's good for you, girl. And you took your team to the playoffs for the first time in I don't know how long. But, like, that team is fun to watch.
So why do you think Caitlin Clark is able to bring so much attention to women's basketball?
Honestly, I don't know. Because for me, there's a lot of people that came before her that were fucking amazing. A lot of, like, superstars and championships. And the crazy part is, like, she never won a championship in Iowa. She got far, but didn't win there. She did take her team to the playoffs for the first time in I don't know how long. And there's still people in the league right now that are just as good, maybe if not better than her. But something about her just like people gravitate towards her, and it's like maybe she's like relatable. I honestly don't get it. It's a great question because I don't fucking know.
Can you see why like players are kind of upset with her. Like, if I was a goat, if I was Diana, which you can tell she's bitter for whatever.
She had some words to say about her.
She does. And for me, I get where she's coming from. If I was as good as Diana, and for whatever reason I never brought in the attention that she brought in, I could get it. Like,
I mean, people know Diana, obviously, but they're like, she didn't do what Caitlyn did right now. Like, she didn't sell out arenas and shit like that. So I honestly, I would definitely have some animosity towards her. I would like try to guard her and be like, you're not scoring a bucket.
Do you think it's petty for the women to act like the way they do towards her?
No. I love it. Yeah, I'm here for it.
Like, we're here for the petty.
Fuck you. You're a newbie and you just coming in and taking our shine. Like, we've been doing this for, Diana's been in the league for, 15 years?
Something like that.
Yeah, she's like, I've been doing this for a long, long time, since you were a baby. And I just don't know. I feel like it's Iowa. People loved her. Everyone fell in love with her.
I get it, and I get all of it too. I just hate when I see comments and people are like, "Well, she's doing this for the WNBA." I'm like, these are all the casual fans always talk about. They're like, the big backs.
Not the big bags.
The big bag.
The big bag.
Okay, let's go to the end of the show, babes, because we got plans. We got stuff to do.
Well, I mean, wait, just to touch on that. Sorry.
No, okay.
When I went to go see Caitlin Clark at USC, play at USC, the entire arena was packed, full of nothing but people in yellow and black, and like all Caitlin Clark stuff. Like, maybe there was a decent amount of, I forget who they were playing, but there was a decent amount of people cheering for the other team. But you look around, it was just all Caitlin Clark, all black and yellow. Even like, I think Gilbert Arenas was there. There was a couple like basketball players there, and she didn't play the greatest game. It was actually pretty bad. She shot like shit, but she hit 1 3 towards the end. Like, she hit 2 threes back to back towards the end, and like the arena fucking erupted. And I was like,
that's crazy.
What? Oh, it wasn't. It was Indiana game. Sorry, it was.
That Sparks game you're talking about.
Indiana
yes,
Sparks,
I remember that. We went to that.
For some reason, I was thinking it was college, but it was when she came out here.
She wasn't good until the very end, and like everyone was like waiting for her to make a basket.
Every time she touched the ball, everyone like stood up on their feet, and I was like.
And what's her name was her teammate was the one who was fucking carrying their team the whole game all up until the end too.
Yeah, she hit the 2 threes back to back, and like everyone went crazy, and I was like, okay, she's had like 8 turnovers.
Yeah, that's what's crazy to me is like. It's like they just are rooting for her for whatever reason, and which is great.
Yeah, but not knocking it. Like, it's good, but like I get it, but I like what makes her so special, aside from the fact that she's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, 100%. She is amazing, but I guess maybe it's also just like maybe learn to appreciate all the other people who are just as talented or can like bring attention that are good too. And I think maybe that's the problem is that no one's paying attention to other good players that are she's playing against.
Everyone's focusing on like Caitlin Clark specifically.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I don't like.
Other teams are going to like the home games, or like people going to home games to see Caitlin Clark when she goes to town. I'm like, okay. And then the team that's been here for years,
or someone who's been like balling out forever, like Stewie, So, yeah. Well, anyway,
no hate, just love. We just wanted to talk about it.
Always want to talk about things and just kind of figure it all out.
Yeah.
Like just, have an opinion.
Yeah, everyone's allowed to have their opinion. We just wanted to know what do you guys think, Curious to know.
Yeah.
Tell me right now. Hello? Yeah. Is this thing on?
We want to know, like, why do you guys think people love Caitlyn so much?
Yeah, actually. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to that part of the show where we like to compare inches and just kidding. We don't compare inches. We don't do that here. We're just kidding. But this is the fun part of the show where Scott picks like a subject, something that we like to talk about, discuss, and just like give our opinions on it and let you guys like throw your opinions in as well. You guys know it's called Brick Source. Brick is we fucking hate it. Blah, throw it away. Trump. And a swish is like we love it. We want some more of it. Give it to us, Scott.
So, I'd love to give it to you. Okay, so we are going to do this new mascot that's the Kings, and it's this guy right here. No, right? No.
What nightmares are made of. That is what this guy is giving to me right now. What is this? This is creepy as fuck.
It's horrible.
And it's not even like... He's trying to they're trying to make it friendly. That's probably the worst part because they made him look like mischievous.
Ooh, yeah.
As in like a pervy kind of way, like, hey, what you doing? What you doing? You know, it's that bitch has a blue toupee on.
Wait, what? No.
Shut up. Not the blue little toupee.
Ew,
a
it's
little
like-
comb over.
It's like,
How you
like
doing? It's even worse. Hey, how you doing? That is terrible. I wish they would have stuck with the fucking king, like the actual, or the lion. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I like that logo. The lion's cute.
The lion was very cute. I wonder if it's the same person that's doing this that did the lion.
I don't know. They'd probably be pissed though, right? Like I'm going from a cool costume to
Oh,
this.
I'd be hella pissed. I'd be like, you want me to dress up as Mr. Potato Head and walk around scaring these children? You want me to give these children nightmares? That's exactly what my thought process if I ever saw this.
It's a brick.
But hold on, I got a little bit more to say about
Okay.
this.
Oh, okay. So you really don't like this thing? Get off your chest.
I just, first of all, look at the sleeves and like the legs.
It's not fitted, so it looks baggy.
So, oh wait, I just saw that he has a king on his like waist. So he has a belt on.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there's the lion right there.
I keep saying king, but the lion.
Yeah.
But like, don't they have compression shorts and compression leggings and like arm stuff? Like they couldn't make
It all fitted.
exactly because I know whatever that is. It's probably hot as shit,
Must be a straight guy.
right? Okay, like you know what? No, I am not wearing this today.
He said, "No, this ain't fitted. No,
you are not seeing me in this.
He's
honey.
like, I can't be snatched in this."
That is so funny.
But brick, yeah, brick.
Oh
brick.
yeah, 1000% brick. I want to see. That's funny. I was just thinking about Ellie.
Oh well, Ellie is the shit.
Ellie is the shit. I want to see her versus the BYU Lion.
Bitch.
That would be fun.
That would be it. Ellie versus the BYU Lion. Oh my gosh, we need to see that.
That would be a fun like little dance off.
Can we put that out there?
Because he's a dancer. He gets down too. The little Nittany Lion.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd be getting down.
Do you think what kind of person do you think is in the BYU costume?
I think it's a little gay boy.
I think so too.
I also think Ellie's a little gay boy too.
Ellie, yeah, Ellie's a queen.
I
Ellie's a
don't
queen
know.
inside. Ellie's a queen. That's a girl. That's a bitch in there. That's a little gay boy in there.
I mean, I would love it regardless of who it is, but I would hope it'd be a little gay boy like busting it down.
They're like so fun and entertaining the same way, but kind of different at the same time, right?
Very different.
Give off the same vibes, but they do different things, but kind of similar.
Yeah, I mean the Nittany Lion. That's so hard to call it. The Nittany Lion.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah, they're like the BYU Nittany or Mitley. I don't know, one of the two. He does like stunts and like jumps through fire and
Oh, then he's
does
white.
like push-ups on like on top of like tables and
Yeah,
it's weird.
He's white.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Ellie's a person of color.
Yeah.
And I don't think Ellie gonna be doing something like that. Yeah.
Ellie's like, let me just show you my purse
Yeah.
and flip my hair.
Okay. Well, let's go. We have our friend's 40th birthday to go to.
Yep.
So-
So we're gonna go have some fun. You guys have some fun too. Be safe. Be responsible. Suck a dick or two.
Or 3 or 4. Or
Depends on
maybe
your preference.
eat ass. Whatever you prefer.
Or ladies eat your little carpet.
Yeah. But always, though, remember to...
Stay fruity.
Bye.
Bye.